Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Moebius. Thanks for hanging out here with me today. Let's get this video started. So real quick, you want to talk about why I make this video? This is honestly one of my favorite shards in the game, and in my opinion, one of the strongest. But there is a lot of misconceptions going around the community, around the shard. I've kind of spent the day talking with people in the Discord, or quite a good chunk of my day, and I have been clarifying with quite a few people how this actually works. But I decided I wanted to make a video about this because, you know, I made a build that actually does use Nova technique, and I realized some people might not realize that this is good or understand how it works. So I wanted to discuss why people think it's bad, and I think the issues there are twofold, and also discuss why it's good. First things first, the general opinion of this is a bugged bad shard, and the shard is bugged, like straight up. As you can see, it says consume curse, and you know, he has enemy explosive wave, consume curse. But currently, if you do not have heaven reversal equipped, and I'll just show this off for you real quick, the consume will not do damage. And first of all, this is a really scuffed build. My northern technique normally does like 100,000 damage on a consume, but you'll notice if I do this, I do not get that damage, and the curse is gone. So that is true. It is bugged. However, the other effect of the shard works just fine even without heavenly reversal, and that's the more important part of the shard by far. Honestly, the consume damage is pretty irrelevant in my opinion, and actually this is also coming up on why the other reason I think people think the shard is bad, because I think a lot of people are misunderstanding how this works. So as you see, increase void damage dealt to the enemy by 112. This maxes to 120 for 15 seconds. So this is not like a plus void damage percentage buff to the player. This is actually a defense decrease on the enemy, similar to how Sundering Slam works. It's just, you know, for void only, you know, but it's at a much higher percentage, and that's what makes this really strong, especially for enemies, certain enemies like Thrax, even Kragani's Anquins. Yeah, the Nova technique just lets you absolutely shred them on a build that would otherwise absolutely struggle with those enemies. And let me give you some perspective. If you remember before, doing about 5,000 damage, and show you my consume damage, 80,000 damage. However, with the shard applied, we did 370,000 damage, and my base damage was much higher. It's also worth noting the enemy doesn't actually have to have curse on them to get the defense shred. It consumes curse, but the enemy does not have to have curse on them to get this defense shred. It's perfectly fine to literally just like throw this at the ground and do this. And as you can see, the enemies now have the debuff. And as you might have noticed right there, that shielded enemy took a lot of damage, that armored enemy. And this is, in my opinion, the main benefit of the shard. So let me sort of get rid of the other boys here really quickly so I can really show you off just how much of a difference these make. And so just to clarify how this works, if, for example, the enemy has, say, base 50% void resistance, it would go to negative 70% resistance at the maximum level. So that's how this works, right? But as you can see, we've got the shield boy up. If I go and hit him on this build, I'm going to do like no damage at all. As you can see, I'm barely tickling him, but well, he will die to that basically instantly. Let me give you a better example. Now, just throw it forward to the wave. Oh, well, he's going to die anyways. Let me take this shard off and I'll show you how much damage it would normally do. Because it does apply instantly, right? Just put that on really quickly. So yeah, even the hit of the explosive wave itself gets this damage modifier. See, normally I would just barely tickle him, right? So that's the difference from 255 to over 6,000 damage with the shard equipped. Like I said, this works on Thrax, this works for Kragani's Anquins. This just absolutely lets you decimate these normally really annoying enemies. Especially Thrax is really common in the Exalted Tower, and he can be an absolute pain to deal with. But with Nova technique, You hit him with the explosive wave, you do one northern technique, and he dies. And this isn't even the end of it. This comes even more crazy when it's paired with either Way of the Endless or Perpetual Energy, both of which are by themselves really, really strong shards. But Nova Technique just makes them even stronger, because it's a defense shred. And because it's a defense shred, all the damage you do to the enemy gets scaled up by this. I don't remember, I actually already showed it, but as a reminder, with the defense shred up, my element damage goes all the way up from 80,000 to nearly 400,000. You're zooming down right there. You know, pretty close to 400,000, right? And getting this kind of damage out of, quite frankly, such a scuffed build is pretty crazy, and it's all thanks to Nova Technique. Like I said before, this is, in my opinion, not only one of the strongest shards, but honestly just one of the most useful shards. The quality of life this gives you, the utility this brings to just be able to instantly kill shield boys, Thrax, Kraigani. Kraigani, I mean, on some builds with Kraigani, if I get Kraigani in the Exalted Tower, I just leave. I just leave because I'd rather not deal with it, right? But with Nova Technique, this isn't a problem at all. I actually haven't considered this, but this might actually work for Solaris Shield. I don't know. I'd have to do some testing. I'll probably do some testing after this video, and I'll put the results in the comments below. And just like a raw damage build trying to kill Solaris. What's this? Like I said, I'll put that in a pinned comment. So I think I've covered just about everything of importance about the shard. So this is just really, really strong, and I would kind of like to see the general misconceptions about the shard in the community clarified. Like I said, I've been talking with guys in the LFG Discord, people, I guess, and well, it's getting cleared up slowly but surely, right? That said, the conception around Nova Technique is already pretty well settled in stone, right? And I don't think my video will make a difference, but I hope at least those of you who do see it will, now know how it works. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's gonna be it for today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody.